the truth about spiritual awakening, things that are hidden. The thing is, spiritual awakening is not fun. It is not fun and games, and it is not as dandy, at least during the awakening period. It depends on where we are, it depends on what part of us we're cleansing, and it depends on what our awareness is, whether we have any resistance or no resistance at all. And apart from all of these things, it can get very, very scary because you're accessing dimensions, you're accessing spirit, you're accessing other realms around us that weren't available before. So you might have a vision of somebody in your living room or somebody and you before couldn't, and now you can see that, and that for some can get scary. What is more scary than any of this is when you see yourself crumbling, right? Now, the biggest disturbance here is before you're able to carve out this new person or this new personality, when you have fully integrated your awakening and you know where you are, you will go through a limbo, and that limbo is very, very disturbing. You feel numb, you feel lost for purpose, you don't know where you are, and you don't know who you are. Going through the death of personality, right? Because remember, our personality is born from our individuate sense of self. So going through the death of me, the individual, this is my name, this is who I am, these are the things I like, these are things I don't like, right? To suddenly, you don't know what foods you like anymore, you don't know how you like to dress anymore, and you're not so sure that the friends you've been hanging out with are really your friends, or are they really my friends? Do I really want to be with them? And then there's this whole questioning about, do I really like my mom? Am I like my mom? I don't want to be that. So, or my dad, so the whole process is very, very jarring. That process where you're just hanging, that moment when you're hanging and you're in limbo, right? It's as though you absolutely are dead, are numb. You don't know whether you're coming or going. It's a bit like having a blank canvas and you don't know where to start now. Hey, where do I start with this new personality? How do I project myself out there? Eventually we do get there. Eventually we do have wherever we're meant to be, and we are there. But during that limbo period, we're just hanging. You're hanging. Yeah? And you can't even talk to somebody about it. I mean, how do you go and tell somebody, I don't know who I am? And where do you find this person to talk to? Where are you going to find a person? Because it's not going to be the set of your friends. It's not going to be people that you've known so far, because those people that you've known so far have known that old you so far, right? Apart from you as this new you getting to know yourself, right? To everyone else, it'll just go over their heads, because mostly they won't understand. And mostly, if you are going through this awakening process, one of the things that is almost key going through this is for us to have those kind of perturbances and disturbances around people we knew or places we knew. You won't want to go to the same place. You won't want to eat the same things. And if you're somebody who drank alcohol, the smell might put you off. And if you're someone who smoked, you probably won't smoke anymore. There are so many changes, right? Your wardrobe, how much of our personality are we dealing with on a daily basis? And how many different faces do we put on for the different type of people that we see every day, or situations or people, places that we go to? There's so much of us. Now imagine all of that, right? Crumbling to pieces. And not only is that crumbling to pieces, but you are realizing that you were already crumbled. You were already operating from a fragmented sense of self. You were never acting as a whole being, because you've just awoken to this entire dimension. You thought I was just this body, you were going along doing, I'm here to work and this is a job I do, this is my profession, right? But at the same time, you'll have a lot of synchronicities. There'll be lots of aha moments coming up. And as you're going through this flux, there will be a flux of new people, right? And new people may stay, they may not stay. So you will literally be like on a train station, right? With people who come and go, come and go. And you're figuring out, which train am I supposed to be on? Or am I even supposed to be on a train, let alone be here on this platform or this railway station? So, spiritual awakening, right, is not all fun and games. But as we get through it, and we're able to own ourselves in a way, this new way of being, and when it becomes comfortable and we sit with it, like, as my own self, I graduated as a solicitor. I'm actually a solicitor by profession, right? But almost 30 years ago, or sort of 29, 30 years ago, there were things that happened. Yeah. And I always felt that that was never going to be my path anyway. But it took that long, 22 years and still counting, right? To actually sit in that and say, well, hey, this is my new way. And in fact, it's not a new way. It's the way that we've always been, but it's how we project ourselves into the world. So hang in there, because if you've come this far, whether it is in listening to this video, listen, you're doing really, really well, right? Wherever you are, at whatever stage you're in, yes, it will feel horrible. It will feel really deathly at times and miserable. And the thing is, getting these spurts of these highs that we feel as well will literally keep us going. And there will always be something that lifts you up. It is truly worth it in the end. Hang in there. So much love, and thank you for watching.